from the communication perspective, how did ABS-CBN change the game, up the ante, so to speak?
One of my favorite quotations, quotations, is by George Gurner. Sabi niya, most of what we know or what we think we know, we haven't personally experienced. These are erected by the stories we see, hear, or tell. And these stories, and ABS-CBN is one of our primary storytellers on air, no, radio and television. A Filipino wakes up in the morning, opens the radio, waits for walang pasok or whatever. That's how embedded these stories are in our everyday lives, no? And so for a communication perspective, malaki yung naitulong ni ABS-CBN doon, not just in giving out the information that we need. Walang pasok, pumutok yung bulkan, or magkaka-earthquake, or nagka-earthquake, di ba? Or yung virus, ganyan. Hindi lang doon sa information na yon. Binibigyan din tayo niya ng means para intindihin yung mga facts na yon, yung kanyang interpretation, function, na-fulfill niya yon, no? Pinapaliwanag niya sa atin bakit ito importante, di ba? Yung common na Pilipino, wala siyang means para pumunta, let's say, sa isang abogado para maintindihan to. ABS-CBN brings these abogados, brings these people para i-explain kung bakit siya relevant sa'yo. And of course, ang pinakakalimutan ba natin dito, ang entertainment function. Sa dami ng problemang ito, pumutok ang bulkan, merong virus, may ganyan, baka mag-earthquake anytime, gumuho ang mundo. Ipagkakait mo ba sa Pilipino, sa masang Pilipino, ang pagkakataon na sumaya siya from 11 o'clock to 3 o'clock, makakita ako ng tao na, ay baka manalo, merong makakaahon sa hirap, di ba? Diba? Ipagkakait mo ba yun sa masang Pilipino? And this is the impact of ABS-CBN. If you have money to pay for Netflix, you can watch Netflix for entertainment. If you have money to pay for cable, you can watch cable. But if you take them out of free TV, paano na si Aling Tasing? Wala na siya. Wala na siyang entertainment.
Dito lang sa UST eh. So ABS-CBN is also part of UST. I mean, every year, mga big UST events,
Yes.
ABS-CBN always covers that. So in a way, you could also say na ABS-CBN helped raise the profile of UST as a major institution in the Philippines, not just in the educational sector. So, and many Thamasians have found careers in ABS-CBN, no? Not just in news, also on the production side, also in the management side. May mga Tomasino dyan.
Marami.
And then, I think in their darkest hour, I think we should be counted, no, as someone who spoke out against what's happening to ABS-CBN.
When you go back to your classrooms, talking to your students about media, about how it relates to society, what's one lesson or two that we can learn from this entire ordeal that ABS-CBN is facing?
Ako, ang lagi kong tanong sa klase ko, when this happened, ang tanong ko sa kanila, palagay niyo, why is it happening? Why is it happening now, in this day and age? Like, historically, if we look at media closures, no, or yung kung kailan tinitira ang media, di ba? Dark Ages, sinunog yung mga books. Dark Ages, wala silang alam, di ba? Or yung kay Hitler, di ba? Yung mga ganyan. Or ito, martial law. Parang, yung mga times na yun, masasabi mo pa na, sige, kasi walang alam yung mga tao. Pero ngayon, ang dami nating alam. Ang dami naman nating alam ngayon, no? All this information are nandito lang sa atin, binibigay sa atin. Pero why are we still allowing it to happen? Why is this happening? And why are we allowing it to happen? So, player din tayo. Player din tayo.
Yes, Ipe.
Okay. Siguro what I'm gonna tell my students is, sana it doesn't have to be in the context of this kind of crisis that we will be aware of the need to protect our freedoms, no? So, despite the efforts of some quarters, no, to frame this as a legal issue, this is also a press freedom issue, no? So, hindi ibig sabihin no na isang company lang ang magsasara, we will, it will not affect our freedoms, no? As we have said previously, no, in this show, if this can be done to ABS-CBN, it can also be done to others, no? And ABS-CBN is a big target. If it can be done to a big target, how about the small targets, no? Okay, ABS-CBN needs to secure a franchise, but the higher freedom that's guaranteed by the Constitution is freedom of the press. No? And the press is a watchdog of government. No? So what happens, no, if we have one less watchdog? No? One less...
Big watchdog.
Perhaps
malaking
the
watchdog.
Yeah.
If we remove it, no,
Pinakamatapang.
who wins? No? Who wins? No? Can you say that the Filipino people will win in this battle if ABS-CBN is shut down? No? We have one less media network or source of news that will be shut down because it so happens that some people in government don't like what it's reporting. No? So, sa tingin ko, talo yung publiko doon. No? And the public must recognize that. Na warts and all, ABS-CBN, it might not be a totally fair news organization, but we're better off watching with ABS-CBN than no ABS-CBN.